that's comfortable for you, close or lower your eyes and relax, feeling the chair underneath you supporting your body. Now let's take a deep breath together. And let's take one more deep breath. Breathe in and out, letting go of the thoughts and anxieties that have accumulated since you awakened this morning. Let's take one more deep breath and allow ourselves to be here. Now, you find yourself effortlessly transported to the beach. And as you stroll down to the water, you are in awe of the vastness of the ocean that you see before you. You are attracted to the sunlight as it glistens and dances on the water. You hear the seagulls' song as they float effortlessly through the air. You hear the sounds of the waves crashing and retreating, and the children laughing as they build their sandcastles and frolic in the ocean. You feel the warm, misty sea breeze as it gently caresses your face. As you reach the edge of the water, where the sand is still wet from the last incoming wave, your feet sink into the ground, and you ground yourself into Mother Earth. As the waves gently come in and envelop your feet, you let go of all you have been holding on to, and it moves out with each new wave, further and further out to sea. As you rest there, focusing on your breath as the sea air moves in and out of your lungs, your breath takes on the rhythm of the waves crashing softly into your ankles. Focusing on your breath, breathing in and out. When your mind wanders, let the thoughts float by like the puffy white clouds in the beautiful blue sky, and return to your breath. Knowing that all that does not serve you has been sent to sea, slowly bring yourself back into the present moment, realizing that you are centered in the center, waiting to receive. Namaste.
Thank you, Kim. That was so beautiful and serene. Ah, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Got your singing voices ready? Yes. All right. Use me, oh show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. You sound so professional. Thank you. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. Yes. I hold you in my heart. I will always. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are my family. You are the face of God. Yes. Bella.
If it is comfortable for you, please close or lower your eyes and allow my word to be your word as I speak in the first person. There is only one magnificent God, one source, one supply, one principle, one energy. And it's all love, and it's all good. I know if this is true for me, it is also true for each and every person that hears my voice today, here at the center and out in social media. I know all is perfect, whole, and complete right here and right now. I know as we are gifted with this beautiful new day, that we are filled with love and light. Each person can hear exactly what they need to hear in our amazing service as we move forward. I know that each day is a special day to live life, to laugh, to enjoy, to take things as they come, one step, one moment, 1 second at a time. Knowing our past is a gift of a lesson to move forward and taking that next step into the new day. I am so grateful and thankful for our Center for Spiritual Living, our home, our spiritual home, our sanctuary. I'm so grateful for our reverends who continue to work hard in spreading our amazing word. I'm so grateful and thankful for our Ministry of Prayer team who holds each and every person up in love and light within our congregation, into our community, out into the world, knowing that we are here to lift you up in affirmative prayer. I am so grateful and thankful for the love and the laughter that we share each and every day. From the music from Patty and Dave that lifts our souls, our spirits. We sing out to be happy and to praise our one God, our one source, and our one supply. To our technical team, I call them the guys. They are so special and give their precious time so everyone could see what we see, and that's the love and light of each day that we're gifted. And of course, our Yvonne and Charlie, to spread our loving word into the world. What a gift. We thank all the volunteers for their time
and their love to build our community, to be the change that we need to be one day at a time. And I'm so, so very blessed and grateful to be part of this amazing team. So we give thanks. We give thanks to this new day, to the amazing word we will hear, and know that is exactly what each and every individual needs to hear today. So I release my word into the perfect workings of the law, knowing that it's already done, as I have spoken my word, right here and right now. And now all together we say, and so it is. Amen. Namaste.
Gina. So beautiful, Gina. Thank you. These girls have us prayed up, right?
Yes.
They're praying as we speak. Ricky Byers is gonna be here real soon. There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all by myself. Well, I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. Didn't know the love of God was at hand. Oh, yes. But now I can see that if you are worried or struggling, just to make it through one more day, well, you've got to let it go. Yes, let it all go. And this is what you have to say. Come on with me. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light, 'cause I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Oh, I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide, right? Yes, I'm only here for God. Come on, no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light, 'cause I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Your turn. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. Oh, no more struggle, no more strife. Come on. With my faith I see the light, 'cause I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Oh, I release, woo, and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open so wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. Come on, no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I
while you're standing, if it's comfortable for you, oh, please say with me, God bless America and the rest of the world. And we'll just give ourselves a little squeeze, a hug. And please be seated. Thank you so much for being here this morning. I'm Reverend Cheryl Bell, co-senior minister, along with my sister, Stacy Hilton. She took the theme for the month of play, literally. And she's taking a play day, a playful pause. She's probably online. And any of you that are online, if you're here for the first time, please in the comment section let us know. Anyone else here for the first time? Hi, how'd you hear about us?
Visiting my daughter, and I'm a practitioner in Northern California.
All right, welcome. Welcome, thanks for being here. What's your name?
Sandy.
Hi, Sandy.
Hi.
Welcome, Sandy.
Thank you, Reverend Cheryl.
All right. Anyone else here for the first time? Hi. Look, they're like this. Yeah. Hi, how'd you hear about us? Google. I still think that sounds obscene. You gotta love it, right? I love it though. I love Google. Yes, I ask Google questions all day long. I do. What's your names?
I'm Alexis. I'm Sarah. This is my daughter,
Hi.
Harlow.
Sarah, Alexis. And what was your daughter's name?
Harlow.
Harlow. Oh, that's a beautiful name. Thank you for being here. Awesome. Did anybody online say they were there for the first time?
No, but Reverend Stacy says she's playing hooky.
Oh, she's playing hooky. I know she told me she was playing something. And it's hooky. Okay. I don't know. I never did that.
No.
Do you believe that?
No.
I didn't think so.
No.
I didn't think so. Well, thank you for being here. If you're here for the first time, the ushers have probably given you a little gift. If you would please sign our guest book in the Grand Hall, and we'll keep you apprised of the things that are happening here at Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living. And thank you for being here. We love it when we have visitors. We just welcome anybody, no matter what your spiritual path that you're on. You're always welcome here. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Rev. Reverend Cheryl is here, and Reverend Stacy.
Playing hooky.
She's doing a little MIA playing hooky. Well, we've got a little audience participation. I hope that's okay. Oh yes, it's a little bit of participating. Now I know, Harlow, you guys, you didn't think that you were going to have to do some stuff, but you have to hear. So you'll know what to do right when you hear it. You'll know what to do. Yeah. Oh. I know. It's a day of humor. Where it began, I can't begin to know it, but then I know it's going strong. Was in the spring, then spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? You know what's next? Touching hands, come on in. Reaching out, touching me, come on. Touching you, yes! Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. So good, so good, so good. I really tried to believe there never was, but now I look at the nights and it don't seem so lonely. We filled it up with only two, him and me, yeah, yeah. And when I hurt, hurting runs off my shoulders. Hear me, Dave? How can I hurt when I'm holding you? One, touching one. Come on, we're reaching out, reaching out. Come on. seemed so good, so good, so good, so good. I've been inclined to believe there never was. Now oh, you like this? You gotta wait till my second song. Here we go. Sweet Caroline, bum, bum, bum. Good times never seem so good. Right? So good, so good, so good. I've been inclined, bum, 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 to believe there never was. Come on, Reverend Stacy, I can't hear you. Sweet Caroline.
Neil Diamond. Ooh,
Right?
yeah. Yeah, his office was right next to mine. I love that. Back in the day. All right. Let's get rid of this since I don't really need it. I hear there's some sort of, what is it called, Patty?
What are you talking about?
You have a skit.
I got a sketch. Yeah.
A sketch.
Well, actors like to call it sketches. Yeah, actors, true actors.
It's either a skit or a sketch. I won't be afraid, though. I won't be afraid.
Well, you should be a little more. Sorry.
Oh, my goodness. You came on a good day. Today's day 12 of that Lenten season. Let's eliminate negative thinking, and I'm just going to read you a little bit from 40-Day Mind Fast Soul Feast by Dr. Michael Beckwith. Just a little bit. Today, refuse to see yourself as a recipient of negative vibrations or as a victim of subtle or gross influences around you. Practice broadcasting the high vibrations of your inner radiance, remembering all the while that the place upon which you stand is holy simply because you are standing there. We're all standing on holy ground. And Patty, that was a cute little song. I know, I'm not, it sounded familiar. I don't know all the words, but it went with the talk title. I know, bum, bum, bum. It went with the talk title of A Spoonful of Humor is the Medicine. Spoonful of, I want to say sugar, but spoonful of humor is the medicine. And I think, I swear I told you all this last week, or the week before, healing ourselves, our minds and our body and our hearts is just one of the biggest reasons that we come together, isn't it? Yes. We come together here and study metaphysics and be with each other, with like-minded people. Like all things we think are important, we tend to take it very seriously. And not that there aren't serious things going on in the world right now. And we just, we practice watching our self-talk. And I know it's not easy. We observe our thoughts. Believe me, I know it's not easy. And we just seek to actively shift our beliefs. I mean, that's what we're here to do, really. And, what if we're missing a key, element to the healing process? I believe that laughter is very healing. I told you a couple weeks ago that, people asked Stacey to lunch just to hear her laugh. Stacey asked me for, I knew I was speaking today, and she asked me, well, who do you want to do the centering and the prayer? I said, what's my talk title? A Spoonful of Humor. The first people I thought of was Kim and Gina. They have the most infectious laugh. Listen to them. Listen. They have just as infectious laugh as Stacey does. And I just love hearing them laugh, and I miss hearing and seeing them, and thank you for being here today. Woo. You know, humor and joy bring a lightness into our lives, and it facilitates that healing on a whole new level. It really does. And, you know, the role that laughter plays in our wholeness, you know, I think is in our Declaration of Principles, where Ernest Holmes wrote. Ernest Holmes, the founder of Science of Mind and the author of the Science of Mind textbook. We believe that the universal spirit, which is God, operates through a universal mind, which is the law of God. And that we are surrounded by this creative mind, which receives the direct impress of our thought, and acts upon it. And we believe in the healing of the sick through the power of this mind. We believe in the control of conditions through the power of this mind. Through the activation of joy, laughter, play, and fun, we engage this mind in healing and wholeness. Now, according to the Mayo Clinic, stress has a serious impact on our mood, our mind. You know, it can cause it, so Mayo says it can cause and contribute to anxiety, irritability, depression, and lack of motivation, and just a feeling of overwhelm. There's also a profound impact from stress and de-stress on our body temples, from fatigue and sleep issues to chest pain, headache, and anxiety. And stress can cause us to feel very unwell and can impact our ability to connect with joy. That's when I tell you to call me or Stacy or see a practitioner. You know, how the science of mind and spirit supports us is, you know, as practitioners, we heal people. And it's just through the minds. We are our minds. We don't see with our eyes. We see with our minds. Do you get that? Do you get that? You know, thankfully, Ernest Holmes told us that we heal thoughts and not people. So the spiritual person is never sick, ever. The spiritual healing consists of changing that psychological thought pattern. Indeed, it's important that we look directly at the causes of our stress so that we can make changes in our thinking and thus in the ways in which we live our lives that will allow us to reveal that wholeness. You know, as someone who has been in the it's a grief class, and they mentioned that a lot of things come up. I said, well, guess why they come up? They come up to be healed. They come up to be healed. I mean, there are people, you can ask them a question, and you know there's something deeper that's happening with them, but the answer is out, and you can feel when it's just the answer they think you want to hear. But when you ask just the perfect question, the right question, and they can't speak because you feel that emotion come up. I'm like, there it is, there it is. It wants to be healed. Like I said, it's important to look at the causes so that you can change the way you do things. And it does very little to affirm wholeness while we continue to overwork ourselves and worry ourselves sick. You know, this may require practitioner, a trained beloved, who will pray with you and just support you through the changing those aspects in your life. Because real change supports real healing, right? Embodying joy. You know, that laughter thing I keep talking about. In addition to the tradition of change your thinking, change your life methods that we teach here, we are well served by seeking change on an energetic level in order to release this harmful pattern. Now, people will say, oh, you know, reality. Well, I'll tell you right now, reality isn't real.
Right on.
Okay? And that what you're feeling and your beliefs, that's the real deal. Because that is what's going to change your life. That is what's going to change the world. All week I've been thinking about, I wrote a prayer on Monday for Tuesday's e-bulletin, and I've been thinking about our peace song. And remembering and knowing that it begins with me. That whole line has just been on my mind all week. Peace begins with me. I know that there is peace on earth, and I know it begins with me. And that's what I'm telling you, people. I'm telling you. You know, by embracing joy and choosing to laugh daily. I'm talking that real belly laugh. Come on, Cam. There you go. There you go. It changes your mind and your body and everything. It just has this, you know, when you listen, watch those neuroscientist YouTube things, and which I'm probably the only one that does that, but no, I'm sure I'm not. Laughing swaps the cortisol in your bloodstream with that highly sought afterchemical in the brain called dopamine, oxytocin, and endorphins. And it doesn't come in the form of a pill.
That's right.
You can't buy it. Dopamine in particular enhances learning, motivation, and attention. In other words, it helps us embody the changes in thinking and behavior we seek to make permanent. We've had gatherings where we had laughter yoga. That was fun. A classic funny movie with a friend. I mean, I know some things are not funny. I mean, Stacy loves I Love Lucy. And I didn't grow up watching that, so, you know, the things she laughed at, I'm like... But I will tell you, there is something terrible in that show that I did watch, and all Tim Conway had to do was walk in the room. And I was on the floor. So everything doesn't tickle everyone's bone, but what I do know that laughter is medicine. Laughter is medicine. I'll tell you, earlier in the week, you know, I'm facilitating, we're doing a 40-day abundance practice on Zoom. It's 8 of us all together, and I'm committed to be there, even if it's a hard morning. I forget if it was Monday or Tuesday, I don't remember, but news. I mean, I get up at like 5:30. My dog wakes me up. And I watch a little bit of the news. I'm like, I can't watch that anymore today, right now. And so I turned to the Food Channel or the Discovery Channel, and there was this show called Family Dinners. And I'm like, I'll watch that. That, you know, didn't work. Because it was a family, it was a Jamaican, Haitian, whatever, family, and all the women, they were preparing dinner, and this guy was, you know, there to just to interview them and talk about their history and the history of the food they make, and, you know, this is an all-day process. But I'm watching these women, and I'm thinking about my aunties and my mom. My mom's gone. All of my aunties but one is gone, and my grandmother, and I'm like, and I was a mess by the time it was time to go do the meditation. But I turned on the computer anyway, and I could hear Stacey like, you can't do this and bawl and cry, and she's upstairs, and I'm like, okay, yes I can. I'm committed to show up, and I'm going to show up. And frankly, I was a mess. I was a mess. But, you know, later in the day, because I believe that you can be grateful for anything. So I turned it around because I have those memories of all of my mother's, you know, all the 5 women, and my grandmother running around cooking and, you know, making pies, making chow ground. I mean, just all the things. I can just still see them all running around doing things and wishing I could do some of those things.
We want to know what chow chow is.
You do? Well, we'll have to talk about that later. But, this is why I'm glad you're here. You're so funny. But, so I turned it around, and just grateful to just have had that in my life, you know. But believe me, it didn't happen in the half an hour that we do this practice, but it did happen later on in that day. So, and I'm like, okay, I don't know if I can still watch family dinners because it's a whole series. I didn't know there was 3 seasons or whatever, but it's very interesting. But that particular family reminded me of my family, and all the women in the family, and so I was kind of a mess. But I found that I could still be grateful, and that took me out of that, you know. And so again, you know, I always have a gratitude journal going usually, but I haven't done it for a while, so I'm starting it again, because the news is still going to be the news. Well, I almost said a different word, but the crap that's going on in the world is going to continue to go on. There's not a book that you cannot pick up that was not published in 1940 or 1980 that talk about the mess the world is. So the world's been a mess for a while, right? So you have to find a place in it where you can be grateful for whatever it is, because that is what's going to pull you out of that, you know. But that particular morning, you know, the golden rule of the entire situation was that I could change my thinking by being grateful. And it took me a whole day to figure that out, just so you know. And you know, when I'm thinking about my talk title, and Stacy asked me who did I want to do the pyramid and with me, I instantly thought of them, Gina and practitioners Gina and Kimberly. And I'm, you know, one of the things of the 40-day prosperity, it doesn't say this, but I know when we've done Mary Morrissey, she talks about, you know, the first order. So I cleaned out a cabinet, I cleaned out a drawer, and I was cleaning off the desk where I sit to do this thing when no one can see all my books piled up. So I'm going through the books, just piling them up, you know, making them neat, and a book. It says, "Why is God laughing?" The Path to Joy and Spiritual Optimism by Deepak Chopra. I'm like, I have no idea where this book came from. No, we do not have any in the bookstore. And I think it was published in the 1980 or 2010 or something. And the foreword was written by Mike Myers. Don't know where this book came from, but it goes with my talk title. Now, I love how the universe works. So, the golden rule of this entire book is what is true in the world is false in God's world. And vice versa. But it's a parable, because it's not it's a parable where he uses this comedian named Mickey Fellows, and he takes quite a journey in the book. And he goes through, you know, his father died, and he's not like the healthiest creature on earth, and he's very, everything is a joke to him, which is really annoying sometimes. But, because I didn't get most of the jokes. But it follows him on this journey after his father died. And in this book, Chopra believes that the healthy response in life is laughter from the heart. And even in the face of global turmoil, we can be optimistic. You know, because when you think about it, all the crap that's going on now has been going on for a while. Been going on for a while. It just has a different face. It has a different face. But it's not new. It is not new. You know, I believe the intention of this book is to show us without a doubt that there is always a reason to be grateful. And this helped me get out of that space. And it was just on my desk. And I have no idea. I still have no idea where it came from. There's nothing written in it. No one has circled anything. Juanita's name isn't in it or anything, you know. The path to joy and spiritual optimism is really what the title of the book could have been, because in the back he goes on to say, the healthiest response to life is laughter. That's the number one principle. And this first principle is an antidote to fear, really, and sorrow. And it just encourages you to experience life as joyous. Fear is false evidence appearing real. And there's this guy that he meets in here that has convinced him that he has no fear because he knows the truth. It's a cute little book, and I have no idea where it came from, but it was perfect for today, because there's always a reason to be grateful. And that is his second principle. And that is to take you out of being a victim. It's hard to heal a victim. It really is. It's hard for a victim to heal because for some reason it's not their fault and they don't have to do anything, right? And so they love to be in that space for some reason, and it's just kind of difficult to see the need that they have to pull them out of that. I can see the need maybe sometimes, not always, but to get them to see what they're missing and why they feel like they have to be a victim. Because the purpose of gratitude is just to connect to that higher vision of who you want to be and how you want your life to be. Because what happens when whatever you pay attention to is what grows. You know, and I've told this story, and I know Stacey's going to say you've already told them that story, but I remember the first time, years and years and years ago, Reverend Cynthia had us do gratitude journal. I had never done one before. And so I'm at work, and it was hard for me to come up with 5 things every night before I went to bed. It was really difficult. That was years ago. And so the next day at work, I said, okay, I'm going to pay attention. I'm going to pay attention. I'm going to find 5 things. And then it dawned on me, that's the whole purpose of the darn exercise, And so I called Stacy, just excited that I've discovered this. And she says, what? Duh. Duh. So the idea of finding something to be grateful for is to find something to be grateful for all day long. So that I have, not just so that I have 5 things to write in the darn book, which is what I was thinking, but so that I could have gratitude for whatever is happening and not focus on that and not on the other crap. You know, when a broker comes up because he's mad about something you did. Every possibility holds promise. Let's see. One of the last things he has in here is I'm not going to read all. It's 10 of them, and whoever wants to read the book, I can give it to you. But I didn't quite finish the parable. But the last one, well, not the very last one, but number 7 was there is a creative solution to every problem, and every possibility holds the promise of abundance. It says modern society is oriented towards solving problems. There's no lack of go-getters who dedicate themselves to finding new ways to do things, and no shortage of belief that progress can't be stopped. Much of this confidence, he says, however, is simply a distraction. Because by focusing on the next technology, the newest freaking iPhone, the next engineering marvel, and the next medical breakthrough, we lose sight of the deeper problems that offer no solution. Buddha pointed out the problem of suffering, and Gandhi to the absence of peace in a world of violence. What new technology would prevent me from attacking my enemy? That's a distraction. What medical breakthrough will enable me to love my neighbor as myself? You all have to agree that we are all distracted by a lot of technology. I know I am. I get overwhelmed. I'm sitting in the office, there's a landline phone. I have my cell phone, and the door is unlocked. I choose to pay attention to the person that walks in before the phone rings, before my phone rings, because the landline will ring, the phone will ring, the cell phone will ring, but not only it will ring, there is a darn text message on there that I have to answer. So when all that happens at one time, I'm like, ah! And then the beauty is someone walks in the door, and I get to talk to someone, a human being, and pay attention to what they want and what they need. Now sometimes that can be a distraction too. It's keeping me from doing what I'm supposed to be doing. However, I prefer it to my phone ringing, the landline ringing, and text messages, and my sister calling me 5 times because I didn't answer her text message, or telling me, don't text me, no long text messages, call me, those kind of things. It's a distraction. I like the, so number 7, I don't know, can someone come up with some way that we can love our neighbors as ourselves? A technology, some sort of technology? We might be able to do that, huh? Huh? I mean, I'm not going to rule it out. We are creative beings, and we're here to be creative. So I'm not knocking all that technology and stuff, because we are here to be creative, and I think that the world is creative. They're creating things so fast, I can't keep up. I do my best, but some people just throw up their hands and say whatever. But I want a new technology will prevent me and anyone else from attacking my enemy, my perceived enemy. Let's see, what was next? Let's see what number 8 is. I didn't even read that one yet. The obstacles are opportunities in disguise. Imagine that. Those obstacles that you think are in your way are opportunities in disguise. I don't think for me, they're not that disguised, to be honest with you. They're not that disguised. I'm like, okay, I got to do something about this. There's just no doubt that this attitude can bring results. And every empire was built by a force of conquest. But it does so at a terrible cost. The tide of war, struggle, and destruction continues to rise. When you're attacked, there is a great temptation to adopt the weapons of ego and retaliation. How many peace movements are full of angry activists? Right? How many environmentalists love the earth but hate those who despoil it? As Mother Teresa famously said, she wasn't willing to join an anti-war movement because it wasn't the same as a peace movement. Even the prayer out there we have on the table of Ernest Holmes, it's a peace prayer. It says, don't hate the people that, the politicians, the people that you feel you want to blame for anything and everything. Don't hate them. Send them love. pray for them. Because that energy, what you pay attention to, where energy flows, where attention goes, energy flows, right? So, woo! And the last one, freedom is letting go. Now, you know you can't just tell people just let it go, right? That usually does not work, in my experience. You have to tell them why they need to let it go. Or first of all, I think they need to come to that conclusion that they need to let it go. And I believe they don't necessarily come to that conclusion, but when they realize that they have let it go, it's like, oh yeah, I did let that go. Because I believe when they intentionally attempt to do that, first of all, they don't think they can do it. But after having them work through that, and that forgiveness thing is a huge healer, right? And once they realize they have let it go, it's been months. I'm like, oh, I don't even think about that anymore. Yay. Yay. Again, that 10th principle is an antidote to attachment. It reminds us that striving isn't the way of God. And if you let go of what isn't real in your life, what's left will be real. What's left is good alone. So this is a cute little book. Thank you. I mean, Stacy says my mother probably put it there so I could find it. But who knows? I always feel, she's here right now. I don't know if you guys know. You don't know my mother, but I can feel her. Make solid your foundation, people. Express through service, and just know that you can turn anything around if you can find gratitude in it. You can. I promise. A sense of humor is a gift. Right, ladies? You know, I ask for every day this week, I'm going to just give you a week. I want you to find something to laugh at. If it's a silly show, or call Reverend Stacy, ask her to go lunch with you, and just listen to her laugh. Pay for it, pay for the lunch. Ask Gina or Kim, they have these awesome laughs. And you may not even know what was funny. You don't even have to know. You have because sometimes I have no idea what's funny. You know, Pope Francis even says a sense of humor is a gift that I ask for every day. It's a human attribute, but it's the closest to God's grace. It's the closest to God's grace. So this week again, I want you to explore joy and laughter. I encourage you to find something that gets your belly laughing every day for a week, and see how it changes you. When you're experiencing that uplift of laughter, I invite you to take a look at those more stress-inducing things, you know, and see if there is one habit, one thought, or one belief that you can shift to support your own health of mind, body, and heart. Try a gratitude journal. Maybe not 5 things, just 3. I still find, for a while, I found 5 is easy now, but for a while I was like 3 is all I can do, right? If 1 is all you can do it. I mean, just support yourself in that. You know, there's a comedian, I think, when we were in shutdown, CSL would sent out his Center for Spiritual Living sent out his emails and stuff, and I still get the emails. And it's $5. He's funny. So I'll probably send that out. But I want you just to, this week, this is an experiment, right? An experiment, and some of you, I'm sure you all don't need to do it. Gina and Kim, I can't imagine they go a day without giggling.
We
Right.
went 15 minutes straight one time and try to have a negative thought.
I know.
You don't-
15, ooh, doesn't that hurt? 15 minutes straight?
15 minutes, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Amazing.
You're crying then. If you're laughing for 15 minutes, you'd have to be crying by then.
But you don't have time to think about any negative
No.
thoughts. That's the
Okay. Well, maybe we'll have to hang out with you all this week. But, you know, I wanted to invite you to do that. Find those belly, whatever makes you laugh, and laugh. Because it is the medicine. It is the medicine. Thank you so much. Namaste. Oh, and
Incredible. Incredible.
Patty has some sort of skit, so let's, pay
A
attention.
sketch.
Oh, I'm sorry, sketch.
Actors. I'm an actor.
I'm gonna have to look that
I call
up.
them sketches. Thank you. I don't know where this came from. I really don't know what I was thinking, but I do. Do you?
We are creative creatures.
We are. Okay, well, listen. I definitely have an obstacle that I am hoping I can turn into an opportunity here. I've been seeing patients all day, okay? And this next one I heard is quite a problem. So, just want to make sure I've got all my medication.
Patty, do you want a mic?
No, yes, I'll get it. Thank you. One more second. Thank you. Get my doctor's notes. Thank you.
Here, you want a mic? Wireless?
Oh, it's great. I like this one. Thank you. It's great. Oh, well, thank you so much for sticking around, patients.
I didn't know about this till this morning. So.
I apologize in advance. So, sir, how are you feeling?
Relate.
Okay. Okay. Let's just do this. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hold on one second. We'll figure out what's wrong with you. You ready? I'm ready when you are. In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. You find the fun and snap, the job's a game. And every task would take becomes a piece of cake, a lark, a spree. It's very clear to see that a spoonful of humor is the medicine right now. The medicine right now. The medicine right now. Just a spoonful of humor is the medicine right now. It's the most delightful way, sir. Pursuit, he has married toot toot toot. He knows a song will move the job along. He doesn't look good. Robin feathering his nest has very little time to rest, while gathering his bits of twin and twine. In quiet intent pursuit, he has a merry toot toot toot. He knows the sun will move the job along. A spoonful of humor is the medicine right now. The medicine right now. The medicine right now. Just a spoonful taking it a little too far. I don't need this kind of patient in my room. Hello? Is anyone there? Spoonful of humor. Yes! He's fine! Thank you. It took a long time to heal him, but I did it. Thank you.
Thank you much. It's my sketch. My sketch. Yeah, that's good. It's good. You can help me? Here's just put this back.
Oh, right. Hold on there, Roy.
Oh my goodness. I was writing script after script. Nothing helped him. Except the humor.
Whoa, whoa.
Well, thank you very much for sitting through that. I appreciate it. I don't know what hit me this morning, but I just packed up the car with a bunch of props. It's great. Thank you. I'm a doctor and part-time. I am a doctor part-time. I'll see you later. We can talk about medication writing. It's fine.
That's so fun.
Sketch comedy. You never thought that you'd get that here at the church, huh?
No, that was not my thinking this.
No, sorry.
When you said I keep calling it a skit.
Skit.
But it's
You
a
can call it a
skit.
skit. You can.
Oh, okay. Wow, there are people laughing. Sonora's on the floor. Reverend Stacy is on the floor. Yes, yes, yes.
Conway proud.
Yes, you did. And I love how you only operate on your husband, right?
Well, right now.
I'd like to expand the practice, though, soon.
Oh my God, that was fun. That was fun. Thank you, Patty. This was what we would call our giving and receiving and gifting and receiving period. Our ushers are prepared to bring around a basket, and knowing that you all are prepared to offer a love offering, a tithe, or a gift to our center. And for that we are grateful. There's also on the screen for those online to text and tithe to our center as well. If you would please hold your gift in your hand and say the affirmation with us. From the love of your spirit within me, I bless my gifts. I send them forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and belief. It does good work in the world that returns to me multiplied abundantly. I am so grateful for each and every gift and each and every tithe, knowing that it supports not only the giver, but that it supports this center as it supports each member and each visitor and each friend and the community in which we live. I know that this center is a beacon of light and love and joy, and that it goes out into the world and creates awesome, awesome experiences and changes lives and shares its love with each and every person that it comes in contact with. I know that there's an infinite stream of abundance flowing through each and every person in this room, each and every person in this universe, and especially Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living. I thank you for your gift. I thank you for your tithe and offering as it continues to support us in our mission of creating a world that works for all. And so it is. Thank you.
So it is.
I'm a comedian. I do believe I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it will be mine. Yes, we have a sweet little boy here today. How cute. I do believe, yes, that I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it is mine. Anything I want to, it is mine. Perfect health, it is mine. Joy and peace, it is mine. Oh, love, 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 it is mine. If it serves my highest good, yes, then it is mine.
I'm really not a comedian, but I just wanted to let you know.
Yes, you are. I'm making an appointment.
Uh-oh.
Oh, for prayer support, just send your prayer request to prayer@lasvegascsl.org or text 702-524-7096. The Healing Words Book Club, All About Love by Bell Hooks, meets on the last Wednesday of the month at 4 p.m., which is the 30th. And it's just, it's a wonderful way to get together and discuss healing social issues and so forth. So if you're interested in joining, just see Reverend Stacy or look for the Zoom link, and her number is 702-524-7096. And of course, Patty Powers and Dave are going to be in concert this coming Saturday.
No sketches. We're not doing sketches.
They're not doing the sketches.
Just want you to know. Not there. No.
But it's going to be fabulous. So if you'd like to all join with us at the Nevada Rooms, the website is www.vegasnevadarooms.com. And all you need to do is just let them know you want to make reservations. You don't pay for anything until it's all over, until your concert's over, until your food is eaten and so forth. But it covers two people for $75 for 3-course meal and everything, and patty, and or $39.95 a person. And we're going to be meeting at 6:30 right in front of the rooms there, right at the front door, if we all want to kind of go in together. It's a real intimate setting. There's like 60 to 80 people in booths, and I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. We've got a little video to show about our Ricky Byers that we've been talking about that we're so excited is coming on the 2nd of April. So let's take a look at that video and see what that's all about.
Listening to the music of the Holy Spirit.
Hey everybody, this is Ricky Byers, and I'm here to tell you that I will be appearing in concert.
I am blessed every day of my life. I am blessed. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I am abide as you show me. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way.
starts at noon with all the festivities and everything that's going to be going on. And so please get your tickets early because it's going to be packed. It's going to be jam-packed here. As Reverend Cheryl mentioned, she's still doing her 40 Days to Total Prosperity, and it's not too late to join. You can still get with her, whether she's messed up or not at 7:30 in the morning. She can still be a part of the fun. So just let her know if you'd like to join. The welcome class for new and previous members will be held virtually on Zoom on Saturday, March 19th at 1:30 p.m.
We changed it to 10:30.
Oh, it's 10:30 now. At 10:30 in the morning is going to be the class, the Zoom class. And you can call the office or you can register online. And the annual membership meeting, by the way, will be the next day on March 20th. And right after service, following service. So make sure you plan to stay that day. And if you would like to purchase Easter lilies to make our sanctuary just look so beautiful for Easter, we can start purchasing those right now. The forms are on the happenings table to honor either yourself or someone else or in memory of, and they're just $10. And of course, you'll take those lilies with you when you leave on Easter Sunday. Remember to look for the Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living whenever you get on Amazon to shop. Just go to, Patty goes, yeah.
I always do.
She always does. Smile.amazon.com. And our bookstore is open today with lots of goodies and gifts and books, of course. And the books against the window are all 60% off. And we have accessories and, just all kinds of stuff over there. So check it out. And then remember to follow us on Facebook and Instagram and subscribe to us on YouTube, thanks to our famous Julius. And everybody have a great week.
Thank you, Kitty. You too.
Ricky Byers. Woo, she's gone.
Yes. And children 12 and under are only half price, or $22. And we have children.
Oh, yay.
Child children.
Love in the name of love. In the name of love.
That's a nice key.
In the name of love. In the name of love.
Hi. Let me have a mic.
Sweetheart.
Let me have a mic.
Hi. How are you?
Oh, he's a talker. I like it. What's your name? What's your name?
Levi.
Thanks for being here. Did you have fun with Miss Daisy?
Yeah.
Yeah? Awesome. Well, thanks for being here.
What did you learn about today?
We learned about the golden rules.
And what is the golden rule?
Please and thank you.
Thank you. Awesome.
Levi's so smart.
I know. Thank you, Levi.
You're welcome.
Oh, he's polite
Thank
too.
you,
I like
Levi.
that.
It was such a joy. Thank you so much for bringing
Yes. Awesome. Before I ask the ministry of prayer team to come forward, I would like to ask anyone who is virtually online, if you have a prayer request, please just hit comment and put those in the comment section. I would like to ask our ministry of prayer team to please come forward. Any visiting ministers or practitioners to please come forward. These are the people, if you're having a little problem laughing or not laughing, thanks for visiting us. Awesome. And if you have a prayer request, we also have a box where you can put a prayer request. It's called God's Pocket. You can also text or email a prayer request, but you can also, if you're virtual, you can put one in the comment section. That'd be awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Let's just close our eyes and just know with me that there is only one. There's one infinite loving presence, and it is right here where I am. And I know that this loving presence only knows love and peace and limitless compassion. As I embrace my oneness with the Christ within each and every person within the sound of my voice and beyond, I see every person as a relative, as a family member, as a brother or sister. And I know that without judgment or expectation. I know that we can get together, we can hold hands, and we can laugh together and know that God is not broken. And that all things work together for good, for the good of all, for all humankind. Now I welcome that perfect unity of spirit. I welcome that perfect harmony and perfect peace, and that I know that this has already been planted in each and every person within the sound of my voice and beyond. And I know that peace will reign forevermore in this land. I give thanks for this knowing. I give thanks to know that humor is the medicine. I give thanks for Patty and Dave to show us with that cute little sketch at this precise moment that our human evolution is releases all fear. I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for it, and I remember to give the best of who I have come here to be. And I release this word to that perfect law, knowing that it's already been handled in the mind of God. Therefore, it has been handled. And that's the truth as it really is. And so it is.
And so it is.
All right, if you don't mind, and if you're comfortable standing, and let's sing our peace song.
Oh, yeah, hey,